Roll recording now, then share, then go. See, willing to be like this in front of you all. Welcome, Stephanie. People are being admitted. And we're here. Yes. Oh my God, Alex. See, we had to wait till 2:05 anyway, right? Here we go. 10 ingredients for homemade health, the webinar. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. Happy Friday. Did you like my joke? At least it's not Thursday, it's really Friday. And we're gonna go through this and have so much fun together. I can't wait. Let's do a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. You guys all know this. I am a cannabis health coach and a magical kitchen witch and, you know, your friend, but not a doctor. So this entire presentation is for education purpose only. But what do I think about that? And what does everybody here think about that? What do we think about educational purposes? We are empowered by them. Knowledge is power. Thank you. Woo! Right? All right, tell me in the chat, people. Let's open it up. Let's fire it up. Let's light it up. Do you use cannabis for better health? Yes or no? Let's see those yeses. If you're a no, then you're in the right place. That's for sure. Right? Yes, Melanie. Yes, Trisha. Yes, Charlotte. Les, Leanne. Hell to the yes, Kirsty. That's fucking right. All right. Well, you're not alone. Yes, but you can always learn more. That's right. And we love learning because we are weed nerds. Ah. All right. You're not alone in using cannabis for better health. As a matter of fact, I think you're one of the smarter people because today the cannabis industry in America is worth 61 billion and is projected to be worth 100 billion by 2030. Just a few years away. Cannabis won the 2020 elections. Back in the day, every cannabis related measure passed, including medical markets, recreational markets, and several new states. 1 in 3 Americans is now living in a legal cannabis state. Thank God. And the rest of us in the states that are not legal are getting pressured to be legalized as well, because with 1 in 3 Americans living in these states, the lifestyle is just getting, you know, out there and the benefits are getting out there and people don't want to be left out. No. All right. Back in February 2021, this is already passed. There was already movement towards federal prohibition in America being removed. And the conversation here in the States, at least, went from if we're going to become legal everywhere to when. And I want that to be soon. Of course, we just got to give we got to take off our tooks to the Canadians who already legalized federally. Good job, Tell me in the chat, light it up. Would it have been better if you had had some guidance getting into cannabis? Yes or no? I'm ready to be shocked. Fucking yes. Fuck yes. Yes, definitely. Yes, of course. And once again, you know, according to Mindful Cannabis Consulting, cannabis is complicated. We're also not alone in this. It comes in many varieties and has all these potential benefits. It's not always easy to know what will work best. Cannabis guides, like me and like a lot of you, are here so that you can learn your best options. Whether you're new to cannabis and need to learn or simply trying to achieve a more positive experience with what you already know, a coach or consultant can help you on your journey, as we all know. Cannabis found other people finally. I love these in the chat, you guys. I couldn't resist. I love hearing everything. So tell me in the chat, why do you want to DIY? This is a multiple choice. Pick a letter. Number A, letter A. Do you want to DIY to save money because of sustainability? Because you would like to know and trust your medicine? All of the above? Or E, other? Let me know. D, all of the above. D. D's, girls. D's. We're all double D's. Woo, woo, woo. All of the above. All of the above is the most popular answer. I'm not shocked. Who here is shocked? Nobody. Because sustainability and trust and saving money. Wait a minute. I feel like we skipped one. Hold on. There was a saving money. Yeah, here it is. Let's save some dollars. How much does it cost to live what I call a total spectrum lifestyle? A lot sometimes, especially if you're buying every freaking thing at the expensive dispensary store. Edibles, including tinctures, are among the top selling items. We all know this. How many times have you been like, I'm a cannabis health coach, and the person has been like, I ate too many edibles, or my cousin did? Every time, right? Top quality daily use CBD and THC medical tinctures can cost $40, $100 per ounce easy here in the States, if they're available for you at all. Investing in your ability to abundantly, let me just stress abundantly, provide cannabis remedies to yourself and your families and your friends and loved ones. I don't know. I think it's personally priceless, or at least about $500 a month. Saving money with cannabis by DIYing is a big thing. Oops. Sustainability and trust, other parts of D, make, take, share. Woot. I would say that education is the #1 priority of every cannabis business, mine, yours, and all those people who are selling products. Promoting DIYing as a sustainable lifestyle increases knowledge and trust of this plant, right? Oh, 8,000. Holy shit. Well, that's right. You got a lot of like adults and teens. Education and know-how will put you in control of your medicine. And I'm here for that. Give me a hell yeah in the chat if you're here for that. All right. Hell yeah. That's right. Yes. I love you people so much. Isn't this fun? All right. The next thing in the chat. How many canna gadgets do you own? A, 0. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. We can't wait to get our little claws into you. B, more than 1. Yes. C, more than 3. See the jump there? D, Michelle, I have whole boxes that I haven't even opened yet. Where did I possibly get that one? A lot of people. Or E, other. I won't judge you. Tell me what it is. D, a lot of D's. Yes. A lot of C's, a couple of B's. Yes. None. What? Just using your know-how and cannabis MacGyvering. Good job. E, other. I've actually had people join my class because they want to know what cannabis equipment to buy, and I'm happy to provide that because you're not alone. I personally understand this question very much from a personal perspective. How many Ardent FXs do I have? Some people would say 0. I would say 3. Oh my gosh. Something happened. Sorry. I think I got a phone call. That's the problem. All right. Ardent FX accessories. I mean, I stopped counting at 10. A Source Turbo. I only have one so far, but I also have a $2,000 Edo Pro. I only have the strainer from the Magical Butter Machine and no Levo, so I'm going to stand on that. But when it comes to canna gadgets in the dry herb vaporizing category, let's just not even talk about. I can touch 2 mighties right here, and that's $800. So, you know, if you do not want to learn any more about buying cannabis gadgets that are rad and will help your life, you should just leave right now. This is not for you. This is not for you at all. Just, you know. But if you want to learn what gadgets really serve us the best and making cannabis lifestyle, you know, easy, reliable, and convenient, then stick around, right? Yeah. All right. One last question, I think. Tell me in the chat. I'm here today because A, I took Michelle's tinctures class and I want more. B, I want canna confidence to make, take, and share. C, I need an experienced guide who I can ask my questions live. D, I am a cannabis kitchen witch and I need to unlock my magic. E, other, could be all of the above. Tell me in the chat. I have to open my chat again, you guys. Chat, what is it? I have to know. What are you saying? A and D. Yes, let's unlock our magic, ladies and men, if we have any men. I mean, Lou's already in my class. Of course, that's why you're here. And I wanted to say this. Oh, baby, that's actual and factual. If you guys remember this song. Check out these canna stats as to what motivates us to be better DIYers, to be here today, to increase our cannabis education, and to put our hands to this task. You want to find out? Stats and facts. Here we go. 50% of cannabis users have increased their consumption since the pandemic. I wonder why. I don't know. Maybe people are prioritizing their health and wellness. Yes. Cannabis sales to female customers, ladies like us, have increased by 55%. And I want that number to go higher. Raise your hand higher. Let's get it higher. Who thinks cannabis is good for women? I do. Weed sales have reached 25 billion last 2021. 44% of Americans, like I said, 1 in 3, have legal access to recreational cannabis. 91% of adults want to legalize weed. Yes. Can I get an amen? Hell yeah. Mergers and acquisitions on the industry side have doubled since 2020. And the cannabis industry now supports 500,000 jobs over. I'll be taking questions in the end, Stephanie, unless you want to just type it in the chat and maybe I can hit it while I'm talking. So basically, if you are here today, you are in the right place. Why? To learn how to DIY cannabis for better health. You are right on time. If you are on a health journey with cannabis or in this industry, or like I know most of you, both, right? You are with the right tribe of cannabis enthusiasts, educators, and kitchen witches. If you believe in the power of this plant to help heal our minds, our spirits, and our bodies, or really help us heal, right? Right. I see those hearts. Oh, Stephanie was doing a thumbs up. Thank you. You are getting the guidance you need, right? To actually make, actually take, actually share everything you know from me, a teacher who has been there. Okay, speaking of me, my story, how I became an inspired cannabis DIYer. The truth is, same reasons that we just went over, saving money. It wasn't really me, I won't lie. It was my poor husband who definitely wanted to save money. If you've seen any of my videos where I'm like, I can consume all this cannabis in a month, which is why we grow these giant trees. That's why. I consume cannabis. I make and take and share cannabis to an extremely high degree. I don't want to be stopped. I want to abundantly continue in what makes me happy, which is this. And therefore, saving money is a big honking deal. I want Americans and Canadians and everyone in the world to have safe access and the legal right to grow their own medicine. And I always talk about that. Because of gardening. Gardening makes this abundant. Not everybody here is going to be a gardener, but if you know me and you join the class and you meet other gardeners, I think the impression of gardening as a normal, awesome thing to do will start to really be in your heart, which means it will be in your vote, which means it will be legal within hopefully my lifetime, if not sooner. And love. Why am I a cannabis inspired DIYer? Because I love my people, and my people continue to grow from being just my family, just my friends, just my students, just my cohort. And pretty soon it's going to be just whoever my voice can reach, because, you know, I'm just here to put on the earth to love people. And the way I'm loving people right now is through helping them be the cannabis kitchen witches they want to be. Hell yeah. Speaking of kitchen witches, well, how did I become a cannabis kitchen witch? Mainly through magic, right? The magic of sharing, the magic of writing, and the magic of shamanism and doing my business. Because I wrote a book, you can watch me write a book and be frustrated by it on YouTube. I have 100 pages of the Cannabis Kitchen Witch's Ultimate Guide to Homemade Health, Modern Marijuana Magic, titled to be completely, finalized later, but that's the basic gist of it. So my magic came through me as I explore my spirituality, which cannabis has undoubtedly opened me up to more. And I think all of you nodding your heads have definitely felt something similar. So if you need to unlock your magic like me, and you want cannabis in your life to do that for you so that your power can flow out of you and into your family, into the hearts of your loved ones, into your community, and into this world, well, basically, you're in the right place. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm aiming for. And that's what I think I can do with all of you, because it's so simple, actually. So simple. And how did I become a teacher? Well, through a lot of experience. I've actually been a teacher before. in adult education for preschool children. And I taught families in cooperative preschool how to, understand a little bit more about child development in the early toddler years. I taught adults and I taught actual child classes. Then I have a ton of experience with cannabis and DIYing. I've been doing this now for about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. And my goals were always to make, take, and share myself, and then like try to get my family into it. So my family was very resistant. And so I spent several years convincing them in so many ways and making products to suit them and coming to these conclusions, trying to serve about like 30 to 50 people close to me, friends, family, loved ones. CCI is another big part of how I became a teacher. So once I entered CCI and decided to launch this business and everything and met all of you and everybody else, I definitely have bloomed in my ability to be a certified cannabis health coach and educator and to put out courses online for people on the internet. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm so excited to be here to give you the benefit of my experience. I know that sounds kind of like big-headed, but we all know that all of this information that I'm going to tell you, it's out there. It's just not convenient. It's not curated. It's not put in a way that makes it easy for you to understand and fun. And it's not with other people. You Googling around and trying to learn things by yourself is never going to give you the empowerment, the education, and the encouragement that this group can, or that by being together can. So I'm glad you're here. And that's what I want for us, because I know that that's what it takes to make people really, truly confident and successful. And so I'm all about it. All right. So that was just the warm up, guys. Before we get started, please reduce distractions around you. And guess what? This is going to be interactive and fun. You've already experienced it. You're going to learn a lot, I promise. There's Q&A at the end, even though it's 60 slides. See, that was like 20. We already got through it. I don't think it's been 20 minutes. And I'll let you know more about where you can get information about my homemade health course at the end, because obviously I'm going to sell a course today too. All right, this is what 10 ingredients for homemade health is. This is what you are going to learn today. Number 1, Cannabis 101, introducing your endocannabinoid system. 2, vitamin weed, cannabis as a supplement, not a treat. That makes me so angry. Everybody here knows that. I hate that so much. The magic is in the consistency, the understanding of how preventative routines save lives. Meet your cannabinoids. Hi, I'm THC. Hi, I'm CBD. Nice to meet you. You can use them all day and night if you know which ones to pick. Canna-pantry preppers. Everybody raise your hand if you want a canna-pantry. Cannabinoids in your pantry. How a ready canna-pantry empowers you to make, take, and share instantly. I should also add conveniently. I should also add, inexpensively, but we're just going to kind of keep it short. How to make cannabis remedies, DIY considerations in terms of mindset. How to take cannabis, all the ways and why it's safe. How to equip your kitchen, magical machines for modern witches. The Ardent FX and the Source Turbo. The whole class kind of revolves around these. I'm not going to lie. Concentrates, the convenience of them for consumers and industry, and dosage math. You basically don't need it. That's why it's last. Are you ready? Does it sound like a lot? I know, but I promise it'll be fun. Love your canna-pantry. Yes, thanks, Alex. Me too. It's so fucking empowering. All right, my goal today is for you to learn to make, take, and share. It's my goal every day. It's my goal all the time. It's my goal 100%. And you know why? This is my goal, or you know what I think will help you? Giving you all my secrets for free. I don't care. I know that some of you out there are going to watch this or any of the stuff I've already done on YouTube and learn how to do this. Be done. You won't need me. You don't need help. You don't need anything further. You're going to silently take in this information and go fucking do it. And I'm proud of you. And I'm glad you're here. But for some of us who aren't like that, who need community, who need more guidance, who need a live mentor, who need the support of cannabis-friendly friends, who need women and sisterhood, then you need to stay. You need to listen. You need to join the class. I'm proud of my people who can just glean from one instance and go and do, but that is just not the average person. Okay. At the same time, fucking love you if you're one of them. Mwah. All right. let's get to the 10 ingredients, but first we have to address some myths and some blockers. Why aren't we all doing this already? Why don't we all already know this information? It's out there, it's public, it's on Google. What is holding us back? Myths and having lack of canna confidence. I believe that everybody here and everybody on earth is a conduit of miracles that include things like being in good health and healing your body. But often there's something in the way of the many, many, many miracles that you have been placed here on earth and have decided to come here to perform. What could possibly stop a miracle? Honestly, for human beings, lack of confidence is the first thing. Having no time is another thing. And fears is probably the biggest. Let's not demystify and knock down DIY myth number 1, lack of confidence. I can't do it. I hate these words. These words don't need to come out of your mouth. It's not true. You canna do it. That's right. This business deals in canna confidence. That's what I'm here to give you as much as I possibly can. When researchers at a Belfast in Ireland's Queen's University looked at the link, I know this is a little bit funny, but between people who understood things about food and their diet and what deterred people from learning how to cook, lack of confidence was super high on the list, and DIYing is a lot like cooking. So I'm telling you that if I can do it, and if all these people here who already took my class back in that one, I took Tinctures class and I want more, can do it, so can you. Respect the proof that is already here in this room, Zoom room, and believe in this process. I don't think there's another student or teacher at CCI or in this zone that I don't know, is as focused on building confidence as I am. I'm not really sure. You guys let me know. Oh my gosh, Kirsty, thank you. DIY myth number 2, lack of time. I don't have time. Lies, total lies. It's either time or money. So either you're paying a lot now for the convenience of not having the time, and you'll pay more in products, wasted energy, things that don't work, making mistakes. And maybe even you'll pay in having poor health experiences from not having a medicine in your life when you need to use it more abundantly. Cannabis can help with all of those things, and DIYing doesn't have to take the time that you think it will. I was so shocked when I first started this, and people asked me things like, how long does it take to clean up? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I throw everything in the fucking dishwasher, or my cleaning lady does it. I know that says a lot about my lifestyle, but yeah, I value time. And I know I value your time. And so I'm not going to teach you anything that's going to take a million years. I'm all about instant, convenient things. And I don't think there's anybody here who's teaching instant, convenient tinctures and topicals quite like I am. So if you would like to save time and DIY and not waste your life and your brain power, you're in the right spot, I think. All right, fears. Fears is probably the biggest one. Who here thinks fears is the biggest one? I think it is, honestly. I have to be some kind of expert, certified, perfect person to DIY, to make multi-cannabinoid formulations. That's such a big sounding bunch of garbledy, or to dose myself and others. I think this is false. I'm going to address this in a way that kind of has a twist. I had a fear because everybody who joined my first 2 classes was already, in my opinion, an expert, somebody certified practically. Very few people in those classes were not master's degree level people with abundant life experience, people with multiple certifications. And I felt a little intimidated to be teaching them things I thought were super basic and simple. But when you open your mouth and you share and you help people, they thank you and they tell you that this is much needed and that you need to go out and do them. So some of my people, like Kirsty, the founder of WeCan, let's shout you out, Kirst, certified health coach herself, told me that the hands-on experience DIYing that she gained in my course was what finally gave her the confidence she needed in her cannabis expertise. And I'm kind of summarizing there. But, and she's not the only one. Okay, basically almost every message I've received and feedback about my course has been very, very similar. So yeah, fuck that F word. Fuck that fear. We're going to conquer it and kill it in this class. Okay. So we've put away all those myths. We know we have time. We know we don't have to fear anything, and we can have confidence. So are you ready to get started? Are those mental barriers broken? Are we ready to shatter stereotypes and become the magical witches we want to be? Yes. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. I need it. I need it to go on. I need it. I need another yes. I need like 10 yeses or I can't do it. 6, 7. Give me another one. 8. 9. I'm not going forward till I get 10, I promise. Thank you, Kirsty. Yes. Thank you, Deanne. All right, let's get into it. I feel like, all right, here we go. The 10 ingredients for homemade health. We're actually in it now. Cannabis 101 is number 1, introduction to your ECS. Most of us know this, but what if you were a brand new person coming to this webinar? I didn't want to skip over this, Cannabis works in your body by interacting with our endocannabinoid system. My number 1 question to people is, do you know about your endocannabinoid system? When I'm like, hi, meeting them for the first time about cannabis, and they almost always say no. And I say, okay, great. We need to have a much longer talk where I'm going to tell you all about how cannabis works. And it works with this endocannabinoid system in your body. It's the most widespread receptor system. We have receptors on cells everywhere in our bodies, including our brains, including our vaginas, including our skin, everywhere. So there's literally nowhere in your body that cannabis can't help you. All we have to do is figure out which cannabis to put and how to get it to the place it needs to go. These are the tenets of my philosophy. What cannabis do we need? And how do we get it where we want it to go? The receptors are there on all of these cells to catch the endocannabinoids that our body naturally makes. And the number 1 goal of your endocannabinoid system is to maintain homeostasis or balance in the rest of your systems. It is a communicator. It is like the internet of your body. It is trying to communicate and create a lot of harmony between all your systems so that they're all working. So in this way, the most interesting thing about cannabis is that it's not really healing you. You are healing you, but it's helping. Just gonna leave it like that. Okay, moving on to number 2, vitamin weed. I believe in this 100%. Cannabis as a supplement. Cannabis produces over 100 cannabinoids, and many have all kinds of therapeutic benefits that we don't even understand yet. 2 of the most well-known cannabinoids, if you're new, are THC and CBD. You've probably heard of them. Another really important cannabinoid that we'll be working with in homemade health is CBG, the mother cannabinoid, as all the others in the plant are made from the CBG that starts out. It's the precursor. Raw and dried cannabis is rich in what are called acidic cannabinoids. They are the ones that are called THCA, they end in A, CBDA, and you might have heard of them because they are becoming much more well-known for their therapeutic benefits. While decarboxylated cannabis is cannabis that has been heated to convert it to its neutral form. These are called, so for example, THCA plus heat equals THC. And that is what half the process of DIYing is decarboxylating or deciding which cannabinoid to use. The entourage effect is an effect that is well known. It means that cannabis of different types works well together. For example, CBD plus THC works better than just THC or CBD alone. Okay? Facts. I'm not going to explain this because we have a lot to talk about, but if you could just accept that and bring it into yourself, you'll be better off. I always just want to tell people, cannabis is good for you. Try it. That's all you need to know. But here's another thing that really gets under my nerves and I want to get across to you. The magic in almost anything, but especially preventative healthcare, is in the consistency. Preventative healthcare saves lives. If you want to be in the business of saving fucking lives, try to get out the message that your cannabis is not just a treat. It's not something you do once in a while when you're feeling poorly. It is a daily routine that can help your life be smoothed out in so many ways. Dr. Sulak of Maine taught me it's better to prevent and avoid problems than it is to get good at coping with them when problems arise. That strengthens the muscle of coping and not the muscles of living a symptom-free life. So this is why I promote these routines. This is why I formulated cannabis that you can use around the clock, because I know that people need this thing, these things to stay at an even keel, balanced, instead of just spot treating. However, we all have breakthrough issues of either mood, pain, or like nausea. That's one of my big ones. Breakthrough problems can be addressed within a preventative routine with faster acting cannabis routes of ingestion, such as inhalation, sublingual is also one, and topicals, depending on where you need. Again, where do we need to put the cannabis? What kind of cannabis do we need to do there? And what is its job? These are our cannabis engineering like solutions that we have to come up with. Let's meet your cannabinoids. Number 4. Cannabis can be used day and night. Let's just debunk a myth right here. Do you have to get high to use cannabis? No. The answer is no. Right? You do not have to get high to use cannabis. You can use it during the day and night. You can be high during the day. It can be totally fine. But in terms of cannabinoids you might have heard of and thinking about them in terms of day and night use, let's look at this slide here. Daytime cannabinoids that I often recommend are things that are non-intoxicating, that are anti-inflammatory, anti-nausea, and help with emotional management, better focus, and so many other things. Basically, every cannabinoid but the ones in the THC family are pretty much these cannabinoids: CBD, CBG, CBEN, THCA, CBDA, CBGA. The acidic cannabinoids need to be considered on their own independently. They're not the same as their neutral sisters and brothers. They're different. They've been converted. They have transformed. They are no longer what they used to be. And therefore can give you different benefits if you take them. Nighttime cannabinoids, you know, give me a little like smile if you think that nighttime cannabinoids include THC. Yes, right? Most of us consider nighttime cannabinoids to include THC because it's sedative, it's euphoric, it's relaxing. It helps us to relieve pain in a much stronger way than most of the other cannabinoids, and definitely helps us get that good rest that we need at night. So when I think about night, I think about rest, but it's also a time for relaxing and euphoria. So let's look at the nighttime cannabinoids. Obviously THC. I am putting CBN here, and I hope this is not confusing, but CBN with THC, in my opinion, is sedative. CBN without THC is not that sedative, in my opinion. I think that's part of the entourage effect. They're synergistic. Delta 8 THC, which is on the market and available in a lot of places where CBD is legal and THC is not. It can be made in ways that kind of a little bit scare me, but at the same time, I don't think that it's, you know, a bad cannabinoid. In the family tree, it's related to THC. There are so many isomers of each thing. THC has so many cousins and sisters and brothers, or what have you. THCV is another one. This is called the diet weed. Unlike THC, it has the effect of giving people lack of appetite. So people think of it that way. THCO is another cannabinoid that's on the market. It's a little bit kind of, I don't know. It's being added to, like I said, CBD formulations. And while I think it's helpful for people who can't really have THC in the most natural form, there are some considerations that also might say maybe for use, maybe a skip. All right, everybody, who knows how much I care about canna-pantries? I do. Who wants a ready canna-pantry? Raise your hands. Yes. Oh, Melanie. Okay. Hope to see you again soon. If you want to have a ready canna-pantry, here's why. Being prepared, warrior goddesses, is half the battle. You know, you can ignore complicated recipes that you see on the internet that are like, get all your ingredients, do the decarboxylation, do a 3-hour infusion, do a big strain that's going to get oil everywhere, do all of those things in one day and have a huge mess and be tired for so many reasons. One of the reasons is because you're going to be, if you're new, very scared all day. Oh, am I doing this right? Did I put the right in? How much is it? Did I cover it with enough oil? Is this going too long? I mean, honestly, you're going to be stressed out all goddamn day. My way is like so much simpler than that. All of these things that I recommend to you are convenient for your life. You could literally set and forget almost everything that I teach because that's how my life is. I'm busy. I have like 3 adults and a toddler. I cannot be, and jobs, multiple jobs. I cannot be sitting over the stove, spending a whole day being confused and scared and anxious, trying to DIY for my friends. Boo, no. All right. So here's some facts that are really handy to know. Dried cannabis flowers, dried cannabis products like keef and trim and concentrates of cannabis can be stored in your pantry like other herbs, like oregano, like cinnamon, like thyme. or vanilla extracts. If you're looking at the concentrates, they won't go bad for a year. They don't really go bad. You know what I mean? They are conserved by drying. They're conserved by being made concentrates. So if you think about them that way, you'll always feel secure in like the cannabis that you have stored in your pantry. It's just such a weird idea for people. They don't even get it at all at first. Store cannabis in my pantry. I stick it in my sock drawer and I don't think about it, you know? But yeah, you can have them in separate labeled jars, and that will help you immensely when it comes time to put things together for DIY and formulation. You can pre-decarb your cannabis. Mind blower, this is a big one. You can pre-decarb cannabis and keep it in your pantry as THC. And then you can have undecarb cannabis and label it THCA. So now you're making a formula that has THCA and THC, and it's ready to go. Scoop it out, put it in, oil, bam, walk away. Yes, the power, right? You can be resourceful with oils and ingredients that you have on hand. As we say at CCI, and as I continue to say, done is better than perfect. We can talk about the various qualities of oils all day, but if you need something now, the oil that you have in your pantry will do just fine, and there's no need to judge yourself about it or be worried. Just get it done. How to take cannabis. Number 6. There are so many safe routes of ingestion. If you're new to cannabis, this is important for you to understand. You can take cannabis by inhalation. This is so common. Smoking, or my favorite, dry herb vaporizing. You can take cannabis by eating. The number one, most fun way that people do aside from smoking, edibles. In my class, we make tinctures, and then we make concentrates that you can use to make other edibles. You can also make cannabis tea, and you can put cannabis in your food. It's so simple and so easy. If you have decarb cannabis in your pantry, that is an instant edible. You can literally sprinkle that on your food and eat CBD right then, eat THC right then. You don't have to make it hard. It can be simple. And I'm here to tell you it's okay to keep it simple. I promise. No judgment. We can also use cannabis sublingually, which means under the tongue. Under the tongue is an incredibly faster way to take cannabis than by eating it. It onsets within about 10 minutes or so. And that takes the form of tinctures, oil-based or alcohol-based. Alcohol-based are really hard on your skin there and can actually lead to damage. So we don't make them in this class. We make them oil-based. Lozenges are also a great way to take things sublingually. Sugar pills is also another way that's very common for children and adults to take things sublingually. Topically, the gateway ingestion route. Topical cannabis is incredible. It is how I got my start in weed lube. Weed lube is considered a topical. Suppositories, which are now like, our favorite thing, are also considered a cannabis topical. Creams and salves and also patches are considered topicals. And these are truly the gateway drug, in my opinion. This is how I actually mostly got everyone in my family to try cannabis for the first time. Once they found out how effective it was topically, then it really started to move into, oh, maybe this could be, maybe this could move into being effective. What's the word? Ingested wise, in a different way, in a different format. Once you're open to cannabis topically, and I think that's one of the easiest ways to get it on somebody, they're more interested in getting it in them. How's that? And I know most of us want to help other people use cannabis. So also, I want to say it's safe. There is no lethal dose. We all should start low, which is to say less than maybe 10 milligrams as a first dose, and go slow. However, I'm a big fan of Dr. Sulak. Here's his book right here, who also proposes that we not be afraid to go all the way because it is so safe. If you need more, if you're not experiencing the relief that you need, if you are not experiencing the benefit that you need, take more. 7, how to make cannabis remedies, considerations, mindset for DIYing. Now that we understand all the safe routes of ingestion, what do we make and how do we make it? What is our end product should be the first question you ask ourselves. Is it a smokable? Is it an edible? Is it a topical that I need to make? What is the intended effect? Is the intended effect better sleep or pain management or something else like anxiety relief? think about how can we apply our understanding of cannabis to create this needed remedy. Some of the resources that you need are cannabis that is safely grown. I suggest you get cannabis that is lab tested if you're buying it. You need the right equipment to process it, and you need the right ingredients. Mostly, we're just talking about dried cannabis and oils and machines. That's what I use. That's all it is. It's so simple. However, like we went about earlier, confusion, lack of confidence, like scarcity, all of these things pressure us into feeling like it's harder than it really is. Location, being able to conveniently do this. Where is it legal? Can you get this stuff? Do you have all the equipment? These are all the considerations about DIYing that I think are important. How to equip your kitchen. Number 8, magical machines for modern witches. I literally have a class on this. There's a link into it. I will give you all these slides afterward in an email so that you can just have this. I know a lot of you are going to give webinars like this. So here it is. Here's mine. Take it. And when you get it, if you haven't already downloaded Magical Machines at cannacuriouscoaching.com, please go do that. It's my free class that teaches you how to use an Ardent FX to decarboxylate, infuse, and even bake. And it also teaches you how to use the Source Turbo by ExtractCraft. And I see some people on the class who bought a Source Turbo and who actually know how to use it. And I think I was a big part of that. So I'm excited that you're here. Thank you so much for being my fucking proof of concepts, right? I swear this is easy to learn. And once you learn how to use concentrates, you're going to want to make concentrates. And so I think this is one of the best ways. So go get that class if you haven't already. Oh, and oh my God, how could I forget? Save money. So there's discounts in there, $30 off an Ardent FX. I know a lot of people have that discount already, but you know what? Nobody has 15% off a Source Turbo or an Eto Pro at ExtractCraft. Not one person has that except me. So get it. What you will also need to know is the convenience and potency of concentrates. This is an industry and consumer issue that I love to talk about. I didn't realize how hard it was for people to understand concentrates or to want to use them. We're so in love with our flowers. I am too. But let's get with it. Full extract cannabis oil, or FECO, is the basis of almost every infused cannabis product in the marketplace, period. Adding distillate to store-bought lotions and capsules and homemade things that I was making was how I got my start, because everything I was buying in the dispensary, the ingredients were cannabis oil, cannabis extract, blah, 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 and some fats. Okay. Oh, well, shit. So, you know, learning how to make things with concentrates became pretty second nature to me. You can make instant tinctures and instant topicals. Remember that whole thing that we talked about where you got your flowers and you came home and you were already freaked out from having to go to the dispensary, and then you get it out and you're like, I'm going to put this in my oven. What's the time? What's the temperature? Freaking out, all that stuff. No, none of it. None of that. You can literally grab your THC concentrate, stick it into some oil and be like, ta-da, here's a tincture for you, my friend, who just got diagnosed with something and needs this right fucking now, right? This is what instant means. This is the power of instant, is when you want to take action, you can, because you're prepared and you know what to do. Okay, special to me, I am a spokesperson for ExtractCraft, like the only one right now. And because I have demonstrated this machine professionally, I cannot wait for you to have the ability to make your own concentrates safely, conveniently, and saving money at home. As far as I know, there are no other educators teaching this. Please become one. I haven't even given this class yet with the added stuff in it of how to make concentrates at home. And I've already taught people how to make concentrates at home. So I'm stoked because I know this will work. I know that the success of Lou and Kiona and Sedona and Simona and Deanne and more will only be added to as people make, take, and share with homemade health. So more power to us, right? Yes. 10! Oh, we did it! Dosage math. Why? You don't even need it. You do, but cannabis ultimately is safe. We self-titrate our dose in the end. However, If you really need to know some very simple dosage math, I'll lay it on you. And I wish it was this easy. I wish that I could just have type like number 3 here in this slide and everybody listening would just be perfectly ready to go. But we all know that's not how it works. If you want 10 milligrams per milliliter in a tincture, which we all often do, use 2 grams of flowers in 1 ounce of oil. If you would like that and you're using a concentrate, use 1 gram of concentrate in 2 ounces of oil. I swear to you, that is all my DIY secrets for free. And yet I know it won't really mean a lot to people unless they really take the class, right? Isn't that funny? But if you're one of those silent people, take that and run. You've got it. You've got it now. 10 ingredients for homemade health. Did you like one? What was the best one? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I don't know. That was amazing. Thanks, Kirst. I see some typing, so I'm going to give this a second. All 10. Oh, Kiona, that's not supposed to be it. It's supposed to be something factual. Thank you so much anyway, though. Okay, ready? Okay. Homemade health time. Homemade health time. Online training is what I'm selling today. This is it. Thank you so much. In our community to educate and empower ourselves and our kitchens to make, take, and share cannabis remedies for better health. That's what I'm here for. That's what homemade health is about. That's what we all kind of, really are trying to do, I think, with our lives if you're here. Oh, testimonial already. Oh, look, it's Kirsty Chadsey. Kirsty, oh, you're so pretty. Let's see. Kirsty is a master of understanding not just how to make medicine, but the understanding of the importance or lack thereof for dosing. Michelle changed my life with that idea, the dosing, and not just Kirsty, but pretty much her class. Michelle made me feel like an expert, not just in the production of cannabis as medicine, but on the understanding of how to educate others on it and how to not stress about dosing. That was so empowering. Yes. The values of my business are education, empowerment, and excellence. So that's all I'm here for. So you're just, anytime somebody says they feel empowered, I'm like, yes. And that's why I think that knowledge is power too. It's all connected. Bye. Thanks. Oh, look, it's you, Kiona. How beautiful. This is so quick though. The first time I met Kiona, I was like, why? My class. She's like, because you're doing the damn thing. And this is what she wrote after she did her first Source Turbo runs, as I recall, Kiona. It took you a while to do the damn thing, and she's so grateful for my support and encouragement, and you can do this. Right? Alex Mitchell, Michelle's class changed my life. You can read this on my website. I am feeling better now than I have in 15 years, and part of that is the work that she's done with me in taking home. I don't know why I said that. She's had help sharing and learning to make her own medicine. And I think it's huge for people to be able to do that. And it's super exciting that I'm offering this again. Okay, I know why it looks like this, because I took this from our testimonial where we did a video. You can watch our video on YouTube. Me and Alexandra Mitchell, my total friend, GGG client, and the joyful cannabis coach. Look her up. I just shouted her out so hard. Miss Trisha from Hawaii. Oh, there's so many beautiful words that you've sent me, Trisha, but I picked this. On behalf of my husband, friends, and pets, clients, and myself, mahalo, Michelle Crawford, for putting this course together for all of us kitchen witches to explore our kitchen magic making. Yes, we are so magical together. It is so much more powerful to be together when we're learning things. Oh, this is a big one. Jennifer Potato, the Canna Coach JB, taking on a summer of coaching in New York. This is also on my website. You can read it. What a wonderful, truly experience it was to take the Homemade Health Tinctures Masterclass. This is just for Tinctures class, by the way. This is not the full class because you guys are here for the full class. It was informative, taking everything to the next level as far as taking a multi-cannabinoid approach to her health and wellness regimen. Yes. This experience got me unstuck. Yes. From thinking and making, and pushed me to simply make, take, and share. To anyone sitting on the fence, stop thinking or overthinking and start making. You will not regret it. I am so thankful to be Michelle's student. There are no words to truly express what she has meant to my journey. All right. I hope this was the last one. I can't remember how. Oh God, there's another one. Amy Matthews, Grow House Community CEO, Trailblazer Talk host, former grad mentor at CCI, my friend. She put it simply. This was what she said in the video on YouTube. You can watch it. If you are interested in cannabis and DIY, this class is for you. Done. Drop the mic. However, I did work with her and her dad. He has this thing called nervous ataxia, and she wrote like an amazing testimony on my website that I want to share a little part of it with you. Others can tell you how to use cannabis as medicine, but few have the patience, knowledge, bedside manner, and ability to really explain all of this. If you work with Michelle and listen to her instructions, you are highly likely to have tremendous success. I'm very proud that she said that. All right. You got the testimonials. You got the actual 10 ingredients. You got to answer all the questions and do the chat. Let's walk through what is in the new course. It's going to feel pretty familiar. Oops. Number 1, this first section, it's basically 10 weeks, the cannabinoid family tree and your ready canna-pantry. Learn all about the family of cannabinoids and how to use them day and night. Get vetted resources, shopping lists, discounts on all the best stuff. Know exactly what to get, how to prepare it, where to store it, and how to use it. Simple, easy, especially with me and everybody else in this class. It'll be fun. Number 2, Tinctures class, the class that started it all. Learn why you and everyone you know needs a canna kit of 5 multi-cannabinoid tinctures to get you through the day and the night, supporting all your needs. Learn how to make instant CBD and THC tinctures with concentrates. I promise it's that simple. Make Trifecta, my THC day blend, the ultimate blend of 6 sister cannabinoids, neutral and acidic. Remember we learned about those earlier? That just is an amazing mix of cannabis that can really address everything. Like I made this formula because I didn't know what everybody needed all the time, and I couldn't make custom personalized medicine for the 50 people that I really wanted to. So I made this instead. It's my best bet for your health and the health of others. It has everything in it to do its job. So it's a generalist. Make Exacta, my CBD day blend, which is basically trifecta minus the THC. And it's like the perfect combo of multi-cannabinoid formulations for day and for night. And then Sleepy Time, banish insomnia forever with THC, CBN, and CBD, and America's favorite nighttime tea, Sleepy Time. It's so simple. It's so easy. Some people will literally look at this one slide and be like, oh, I've got this. I'm going to go make that right now. More power to you. Great. I'm so happy for you. But, you know, honestly, that's not a lot of people. Some people, yes, but not a lot. So if that's not you, again, you're in the right place. Take the class. And the easiest dosing math ever. Honestly, I already covered it, but there's a little bit more. There's a little bit more, and it's really good to go through. It will really ease your fears, and it will calm you down and be like, I can do this, which is what we need to feel. What's new? Topicals. Instantly make creams with concentrates and invite your friends over. Okay, I literally had canna parties where they were like, Michelle, can we come over to your house? My mom has eczema on her hand and I need to give her this CeraVe. Can you put that pot in it? Yes, I can. And you can too. Simple vaginal suppositories and lotion bars. So handy. Daily staples that do it all. Keep it simple, sister witches. Infuse salves and flowers with flowers and get it done. We are going to move away from concentrates. I will show you topicals with flowers, but honestly, you're going to be in love with both things. So get ready. And then the last part of topicals class is my formula for max healing salve, a combination truly inspired from all of my industry experience, chock full of cannabinoids, essential oils, and even, you know, base ingredients that really work. I promise it's simple at the same time. It really is exciting. It is like the formula that has healed so many things that I was like, wow. All right, I saw some chat move. It's awesome. Thanks. And also new concentrates. Oh my goodness. Concentrates. Learn how to make them at home, save money and feel confident about your medicine, understand how it's made, and make most everything in the industry and stock your canna-pantry with FECO. Oh my God. This is everything you get. You get magical machines because it's free. But in doing so, you can save like over $100 on these two things if you haven't bought them yet. You get the full Homemade Health digital course, which includes my videos, my lectures, which will be online, and you get the companion guides that Marilyn makes, and you get access to our online forum on Slack. And we will have 10 live Q&A calls that will not include a lot of lecture, where I have time to hear about you, answer your questions, find out what's going on, and work through everybody's, growth challenges together, bonding. So that's a big difference between the last two Tinctures classes and this one. We will be moving lectures to the online, and I mean like in the modules, and we will be, when we meet live, just doing Q&A. You will get a repeat student discount in the future because you might want to just join us just to make stuff, just to join again. And I'm talking a big discount. So this class, you're going to have this for like $777 is the price of this class. In the future, the class will be $1555, and you could take this class for like $200, $300, something like that, because maybe you just want to refresh your canna-pantry with friends. Join us. I'll welcome you every time. I am going to have a merch shop, and you will get a $25 gift card to that before the end of class if you buy. And here's one kind of super exciting thing for this group because of the timing and because this is the first time and because it's like the end of my first year in business. I've written 100 pages of an exciting book, Modern Marijuana Magic, the Cannabis Kitchen Witch's Guide to Homemade Health, whatever the title is going to be. And you guys will get to be in my Advanced Readers Club. There'll be a whole Slack channel with all the chapters in it slowly filtering in. And I would love to have your feedback on that. And you get to be Advanced Readers Club. Woo! If you've been interested in writing a book, you'll kind of get to see the process. I know we're at time, not really, we have 15 more minutes, but I just want to say that you'll also receive my thanks for supporting this mission. And I wanted to pump up that Kirsty is going to interview me on weekend next week about this webinar and the creation of this class. And if you have any questions about the business side of all of this and the behind the scenes work that I've been doing, please attend next Thursday's weekend. We'll be having an interview with me and Kirsty, and I think Alex. Little shout out. When you log in, this is what it's going to look like. It's not there yet. It's coming soon, but this is what it looks like now for Tinctures class, and it will look very similar for topicals and everything else. It's kind of going to be like filled in as we go. So the value of all this, I don't know. What do you think is the value of my years of being a medical patient, Prop 64, going to the Emerald Cup, CCI, all the books I've read, making and taking and sharing for, 7 years, starting with nothing and ending up with a whole set of DIY cannabis remedies for every person and occasion? That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. You cannot hardly make individual medicine for everybody. Stop spending thousands of dollars online at dispensaries. Find your tribe and get the support you need to make, take, and share with confidence. I don't know, priceless, but we have to put a price on it. Oops. Price. You can get started today because I have a payment plan for as little as $259 and then 2 more monthly payments. It's a 10-week class, so we're going to be together until November anyway. Or you can make a one-time payment and you'll be the second one because I've already sold it to Lou. Nobody hears the first. Kirsty, I know you're mad. For a one-time payment of $777, that is the special beta launch price. Next year, that will be the price of the digital only class, the non-live class, the one where you just take it by yourself. $1555 will be the class price for the regular live class, and I'll offer a VIP option with all kinds of perks for $3K. So act now for this one-time deal of the live class for $777. I feel like it's lucky, like you pulled the slot machine and you got, that's how I want you guys to feel. All right. And additionally, as I finish the book will be $29, what I think is the cheapest possible way to get all of this information about my class and how to DIY with cannabis and be a kitchen witch. There's not much more I can do. People, this is the business side of it. This is everything I want to people to learn if they want to learn from me for as many price points and experience levels as possible. So you find the one that's right for you. If today you can't part with $259 or $777, it's fine. If you want to hang out and wait for $29 book, it'll be out by Christmas. That's my goal. So, I get it. And if you're one of those people who are like, oh, I don't need anything more, she just taught me everything I need to know. Great. Happy. And so I encourage you to take action. It's the way of the warrior. It's the way of the kitchen witch. 100% of people who do not try will fail. And that's not you. That is not any of the people that I'm looking at in this bar of people. That is not any of the people that I know. Let's work our magic together and make it stronger. Thank you so much for being in here and for being in the chat and for being in my class and supporting my business and supporting me and all the silly things that I'm doing, telling jokes on TikTok and getting banned everywhere, I really appreciate being a part of this group and being a leader in this group and all of your support. Link to buy the course. I have to put it in the chat. Everybody, it's Q&A time. We have 15 minutes, 10, sorry, 60 slides. You can unmute, you can share, you can raise your hand. What are the questions while I go get the links for you? Hi, everybody. It's over. Literally, I'm going to get the links. You can unmute. Kirsty, I know you're holding it in.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That was amazing. I know I'm not alone. I'm not Michelle. That was phenomenal. I feel like a little kid sitting here like, oh my God, all the things and I even know the things and still I'm like, oh my God, all the things like Michelle, I just that was amazing. You are amazing. I know we're all so excited about this. Just wow. Just wow.
Just wow.
Just wow. Well, just so much wow. Now, is the $777 the deal, Michelle, for those of us that have been through it? We can go ahead.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know I owe you a little bit of money personally, but yeah, it's pretty much the deal.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. And
all right, I'm putting the link in the chat. It's $777 is the deal because next year it will be much more. It will never be like the live class will never be this price again. That's all I'm saying.
It's as it shouldn't be. So awesome.
Right. But like I said, if you only have $29, wait for my book. What can I do?
Right. Give us, and I apologize. And I was so enthralled. Did you give us a start date for the course?
Oh my God. So many good details. The start date for the course is actually next Friday.
It is.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So this is it. Like I'm selling it this week and we're starting on the 2nd of September. Okay. I will write a blog post about that and send it out in an email this weekend, you guys.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you so much. With all the real details.
Awesome. And did you, on that train, I might be jumping ahead. Michelle, do you have a time for the chats already planned? Do we have a time that we should throw in?
I was planning this time. This is what we did last time. And I was planning this time. Unless you stringently have a problem and you're dying to take this course, let me know. Okay. But this is the time that we had last time for Tinctures class in spring. And I was thinking this would work for this class as well.
Awesome.
In the fall here. So I put the link in. Oh, thanks, Alex. Will I be offering this course in January? Yes, I'll be offering this course 3 times next year, as well as it will be available digitally and as a book. So this is just the beginning. So if you want to be part of it in the beginning, it's now. If you want to join later, that's totally fine. It will be more expensive. For a lot of you, it won't be though, because you've already taken my class and I probably will extend that to you, that discount of being able to take it again. I don't know. We'll see. Not it's kind of funny because if you've taken the tinctures class, that's one thing, but you haven't taken concentrates and you haven't taken topicals because no one has yet. I just started it. So you might need to take the 10-week in order to be eligible for the repeat student discount for that. We'll figure it out. I'll probably have discounts. I hate selling things for too much money. I like having.
I know, right? And then for us, I know I'm speaking for Alex and I, but hopefully for several more in the future. Are you offering a GGG program for this, Michelle? Can we come in and bring groups?
You know what? No. Yeah. No. Thank you for that question. I am not offering a GGG program for this. I hope that my GGGs from the past will consider, bringing in people to this course just for the fun of it.
Absolutely.
But this is it's the 10-week. It is the full course now. It is not the old course. I mean, it includes the tinctures class, but it also has new material. So there is nobody yet who is the GGG of it, who's graduated this class.
I love that.
So this is your first opportunity.
Yep, I love that.
Cheapest opportunity to be a graduate of the full 10-week course. And then from there forward, this is your head start on being a GGG if you want.
Okay, I'm so glad I asked because that's even another motivator to be able to. And I love your decision on that, Michelle. I do. You're so right. we need to experience the course once through before we can guide somebody through. But to get this one under our belt and then be able to do that going forward, that's awesome. Awesome.
Can I explain what a GG is? I keep hearing it, but I'm not familiar. Absolutely. The GGG is a graduate of my classes who would like to take a group and guide them through it. It's a graduate group guide. Since so many of us are coaches and educators in the CCI program world and the stuff like that, I wanted to address the need in our community for other people to bring people to my class, because, you know, that's sort of a thing, and to incentivize it. So basically I'll be making an affiliate program like next year around this, and it's bare bones right now. I mean, just the idea of it is all that's out there right now, but in the future it will be a legit affiliate program, basically. Will the first part be a repeat of the Tinctures class? Yes, except for that the lectures will be freshly recorded. I will be recording fresh lectures. They'll be the same lectures, but in the past, I lectured live to you in class, and in the future, in this course and going forward, I will no longer really be lecturing a lot in class. The lectures will be recorded and in the module, and the classes will be like intros, celebrations, you know, Q&A, you know, addressing issues, that kind of thing. Do we need an ExtractCraft for the concentrates course? Pretty much. I mean, it's going to be extremely focused on using the ExtractCraft machine. I would highly recommend it. I think that if you took this class and didn't have an ExtractCraft machine, there's a lot to learn. I'm not saying that it's worthless without it, but I won't be going into any depth about making concentrates without it, for example. You can always talk to me about it. You can always ask me about the Q&A about it. You know, I mean, I will tell you, like, sure, these are some other ways, but I'm not going to like create lessons around it, if you know what I mean.
What's the cost of that machine?
That is $5.99, and the coupon that I have takes $90 off.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome, Leanne. Hi. So glad you could make it. Thanks for joining. I did this last round. It was so much fun. Yes, Alex was my most successful GGG last round, bringing in people who were not cannabis health coaches and educators that were potential clients for her and friends of hers. And they had a great time. I loved having her Seattle local friends and clients in the class so much. And I just want more of that. Almost everybody who's an actual health coach and educator, and, you know, that I know that's taken the class has told me, like, I'm so glad that I took your class. I never want to make a class like this myself now. I just want people to take your class. So that's the whole point of GGGs. Mahalo. You're welcome. I'm so glad that you're here, Trisha. I'm so glad that you liked it. All right. Oh, signing up now. Okay. I know that we went over. I know it took 60 things, 60 freaking slides. And thank you so much. 3:15 is the official end date of this Zoom meeting. Anything else? I saw a finger from Kiona. Are you good? You're good. All right, everybody. Happy fucking Friday. Have a great weekend. Thank you again for your time and consideration. If you'd like to take the class, if anybody you know would like to take the class, I'm going to be sending out emails and more to sell it and to get more people involved and educated and light up canna-pantries all over this earth.
I hope I get to see so many of you in this course. This is going to be awesome, Michelle. I can't wait. I have numerous people that are so excited to hear about this. So again, I'm not going to GGG because it will be my first time around, but I'm looking to do that next time. But I do hope to be bringing in some people because, again, Alex set that bar high, bringing in some non-CCI.
Yeah, she did.
So,
yeah,
Alex,
she did.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
I need some supporting materials, Michelle, so I can try to sell it again.
I know,
So
I know.
Give me a blog post that I can.
I will write a blog post. I promise.
I love
Okay.
that.
Yes.
Put Jasper to work.
I will.
love that, Alex.
You got it, guys. Definitely. I know there needs to be more. This is kind of like a beta, and that's why I've been easy on myself. You didn't see hardly any pictures in that slide deck, whatever. So thank you so much for being with me. As you know, we're new to everything as we're going through all the betas. And we're all starting our own things. Bye, everyone. Turn off your mics and say hi and bye. I love you.
Bye.
I love you so much.
Aloha Friday. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Awesome.